Caitlin Clark does return to the floor. How is she going to help elevate this team even more down the stretch of the season?
Well, she demands so much gravity on the defensive end of the floor. She's constantly seeing multiple players, and she makes the right reads and makes the right plays for our group. So she's going to continue to allow us to stretch the floor. We're going to be able to, I think everybody else will be able to get more higher percentage looks because of what she demands on the defensive end of the floor. And she brings our own defensive versatility because of her length, because of her size. So we'll certainly look different. I think we'll be that much more dangerous on offense.
Stephanie White's new interview with ESPN shocked the basketball world. She didn't sound confident about Caitlin Clark's role, which makes it clear that things might be worse.
Right. Stephanie White, do not put Ari and Kelsey and Caitlin on the floor at the same time. Please don't do it. Please don't do it, man. Please. All right. That lineup made no sense at all. All right. Why would you do that? Why would you do that, Stephanie White? All right. Now,
on Monday, Stephanie White appeared on ESPN's NBA Today and gave an update that left fans upset. Instead of giving clear news about when Clark would return, she dropped a surprise that changed everything. She didn't just skip over details. She hinted that Clark might be used differently when she comes back, and that has fans very angry.
And we've got Stephanie White praising Caitlin Clark. Did hell freeze over somewhere I don't know about? I don't know. We'll see. But she actually made some very nice comments, I guess, about Caitlin Clark today. She was on with ESPN.
We're taking it day by day. There's no timeline. She's doing rehab, then we'll focus on strength training before she returns to basketball, White said. But it was what she said next that really worried fans, especially those who feel Clark has been badly handled all season.
Thankfully, she went on ESPN and didn't use the phrase blessing in disguise. Like, I mean this when I say this. Like, I've said this about Stephanie White plenty of times. I actually think Stephanie White's a hell of a coach. So many people are like, oh, you've done nothing but criticize Stephanie White. I think she's got flaws. I think her rotations are iffy. I think her game plans are good. I think her defense is good. And I think her ability to get a team together is pretty good. I think she likes to play a bit slow, but she is very good. What Stephanie White is really good at is making players and teams play better than they should.
White revealed that when Clark returns, she'll be in a new role, one that moves her away from what made her a star. I think it's good to get her off the ball sometimes, White said, explaining that playing her on the wing can give her a break and help the team try new things.
In everything that we do, for us, moving her off the ball a little bit more so she's not getting worn out in game, just handling the ball 94 feet. And then we're challenging her on the defensive end of the floor as well, like being a better defender. The best that for us as an opponent, you want to attack a good offensive player by making him play on the defensive end, putting him through the ringer. So being a better defender.
Here's Stephanie White again, trying to turn Caitlin Clark, one of the most gifted players in history, into just another piece of her system. But that's the problem. Clark isn't a piece of the system. She is the system. And White doesn't seem to get that.
With Caitlin, at the end of the day, no matter how many games they win, they lost more games without Caitlin Clark playing. So everybody argument that Caitlin Clark is the Achilles heel, Caitlin Clark is this and that, your argument is obsolete, bro. They will forever have that notion on there, that blemish on there. Now, if they would have won more games, lost less, then you might have had something. But by them losing 7 damn games without Caitlin Clark playing lets us know that, they need...
When you have the top scorer in NCAA Division I history, someone who changed women's basketball and brought huge attention to the sport, you don't try to force her into a slow, outdated system. You build the whole game around her. But White keeps using the same slow style she used with the Connecticut Sun, one of the lowest scoring teams last season. Now Clark's paying the price. She's only played 13 games this year due to soft tissue injuries. And when she is playing, she's not herself. Her shooting has dropped badly, just 36.7% from the field and only 27.9% from 3. On the road, she's made just 2 of 35 three-point shots
on the entire league. Remember, she literally added nearly 3 points a game to her average. She was setting records for assists. Now, that's with Christy Sides having understood the job and just letting Caitlin Clark go wild. That's why I won't buy into the Fever. She's got to greatly alter her game for the Fever to get much better. No, she came back last year. She went scorched earth, and they were beating nearly.
White's plan to manage Clark's minutes and change her role has backfired badly. Other coaches know that stars need freedom to play their best. But White keeps holding Clark back. The result? Clark has missed more games with injuries this season than in her entire college career. I don't like minute limits. I think they're silly, Clark said earlier this year. If I'm not 100%, I won't play. But I'm not here to play just 20 minutes. Still, White treats her like she's fragile. The soft tissue injuries keep happening because Clark isn't playing the way she's used to.
She wants to be out here on the floor. We want her out here on the floor, but making sure that she's ready is the most important thing. I still don't know how far we are. We're going to take it one step at a time, one day at a time.
The worst part might be White's choice to play Clark off the ball. This isn't just a small change, it shows a deep misunderstanding of Clark's strengths. When she runs the offense, things work. The ball moves, players get open shots, and points go up. That's what I'm best at, Clark said when asked about playing off the ball. Her body language during press talk says it all. She's frustrated. And the results show it. When she plays off the ball, the team struggles. In her return game against the Golden State Valkyries, under this new role, she scored only 10 points, one of her worst games.
Ari McDonald, all she care about is putting the ball in the hoop. Everybody want to score. That's it. Y'all can barely look. Y'all had 17 assists against the Aces the other night. Y'all can't even put up 20 assists a game. That's sad. That's pathetic. Y'all don't be getting Sophie the ball when she open. Know what I'm saying? She be playing defense and everything, and Lexi Hull. Y'all need to reward those girls. They working hard, bro. Those are some hard-working women at the end of the day. You hear me?
What's worse is how much physical punishment Clark is taking. The numbers are shocking. 17% of all flagrant fouls this season were against her. And 80% of those came from one team, the Chicago Sky. That's not a coincidence. From Kennedy Carter's blindside hit to other dirty plays, Clark's been taking serious hits. And the league isn't doing enough. Marina Mabrey hit Clark hard after she was already poked in the eye, and only got a small fine. No suspension, no real punishment. Meanwhile, White's reaction has been to reduce Clark's role, instead of demanding better protection from referees.